Okay, tonight on a Tuesday is a mindset session. A couple of things I want to talk to you about. And broadly, the first thing is the mindset of sustained continued fat loss. Now, I don't know if you would have heard last night's BBC Radio Scotland interview. They phoned me up to say, look, we're really keen to hear your thoughts on Serena Williams promoting GLP weight loss injection. Would you come on and discuss it? And I says, yeah, of course. So I did. And it's a massive subject right now. It's a huge subject. I was also asked by somebody separately today, what do you think about starting weight loss injections? Right, here's my actual client to coach advice. If you're thinking about a weight loss injection, but you're already overweight, if you're already overweight and you cannot do what you need to do to get yourself into a place where you lose weight, you feel good about your body, you feel good about your self-image, your confidence and all that, if you're overweight and you can't do it, you go on a weight loss injection, you're going to lose weight. There's nothing than that. You're going to lose weight. The food noise is going to go away. You're going to feel in control. But there's going to come a point. Now, I think these injections are jumping up to 300 quid now, a pop instead of 100. There's going to come a time when, one, you're not going to be able to afford it. Two, you're probably not going to... bones get thin. You're going to potentially develop some sort of issue around your metabolism running flat, maybe even trigger an autoimmune condition. This is for people that are not getting the nutrition that they need. And a lot of people are not. A lot of people don't have the lifestyle skills to transfer into that, that quick fix, just a wee boost. That's all I need, just a couple of months to get some fat off. When you come off, because the habits and the routines are not there to back up what you've been doing, you're going to pile all the weight back on again. And in terms of your mindset, how's that going to make you feel? Probably worse than you started. So if this is something that you can sustain forever until the day you die, I don't know what that looks like, and nobody does. Nobody knows what this shows up in your body as in 5, 10, 15, 20 years' time. Nobody knows. It's too early. It's way early in the day for that. But people are benefiting from the weight loss initially. But if you notice, I don't know if you've seen Katie Price recently. Like, wow. I feel heartily sorry for her, is the first thing. And I don't know if she's taken GLP-1s. I don't know if she's come out and spoken about it, but it looks like it. She's painfully thin. I think she had her teeth done again, but her teeth look massive because her head is shrunk that much. And she looks like a classic case of, but I don't know if she has, but that's what it looks like to me, right? And I like Katie Price. This is not slagging Katie Price at all. I like her. So painfully skinny limbs, bones getting thinner. You could see it in somebody's face. They look grey. They almost look grey around the eyes, almost like corpse-like when somebody's taken it too far. So you have to be aware of that. You also have to work with a doctor. These things need to be prescribed. You can't just take them willy-nilly, go to a beautician and buy this stuff, because you don't know what's in it for a start. So it has to be done in conjunction with a doctor. And that's my advice to you. If you don't have the routines and the habits right now, you're fucked, basically, if you go on to these injections. Because when you come off them, you're going to pile the weight back on again. The food noise is going to be back because you don't have the habits. So it's going to be fine initially. Beyond that, it's not going to be fine. It's just not. So that's my advice from coach to client if you're thinking about it. So let's chuck that aside, because I wasn't supposed to be about that. The mindset of fat loss. Here's my issue, right? Women will only go so far. Classic case. I ran the fasting program, which only cost £1, right? We're on about next stage now and next level. And there's a session on a Wednesday night, this Wednesday, 8 o'clock, for all the people that are on the fasting program. And I'm only charged £10 for it, right? But a lot of people will not do it because it's £10. even although they're at a stage when they need the support now to get them here or to get them to think about what comes beyond 3 weeks, so many women stop. They can afford tenor. Most people can. Not everybody can. I get that. That's fine. Most people can. Because one, they've not been buying food because they've been fasting. But a whole list of reasons why. They're not eating crap food anymore. They're not going on the mental nights out. They're not buying the clothes to go with it, and the taxis and the kebabs and the McDonald's to go over the hangover. Savings galore. A tenner, right? People will stop way too soon. And when you stop too soon, and you just need to believe me on this, and I'm talking about people that have attended my gym, people that I've worked with over the years, you will gain the weight back. It'll only be a matter of time before the weight comes back because you've not made the shifts in habits, routines, and mindset. You've just not. So I want you to think about what patterns you've been running over the years and try and work out, yeah, I do gain weight and lose it and gain it and lose it. I do feel great and rock bottom and great and rock bottom. You've got to interrupt the pattern. And to interrupt the pattern, you need to replace the old system with something new. But that something new has to inspire you, has to motivate you. You've got to see results. If you don't see results, nothing's going to work. So if you're trying and trying and trying, but you're not doing it properly enough to see results, then you're going to be totally disengaged. So there's a whole list of things that, and this is why I do mindset, nutrition, workouts, education. I'm packing it in to Feel It Be for you, to give you everything that you need. Because me just giving you a meal plan and doing a workout with you and saying, hey, how you doing? It's not enough. You need this mindset work. So you need to look beyond this month. Look beyond it. Are you into Feel It Be September? October, November? We've only got a few Feel It Be's left. That's it. That's only 8 weeks. What's it? September, October. No, sorry. September, October, November. Yeah, 12 weeks. 12 weeks left of Feel It Be. But even ahead of that, or no, rewind. The patterns that you've been running, you maybe go at the gym, you fall off the wagon again. You go back to the gym, you fall off the wagon. Honestly, it doesn't need to be like that. Like, I've barely trained, right? I'm in the best shape I've been in a long, long time, and I've barely trained. Why? One, because I've done the fasting program, but two, because I pay attention to what I eat. I practice mindset work every single day. Stress. I manage my stress. If you're in a stress situation and you're living in a situation that you're not comfortable in, not happy in, you're not fulfilled, satisfied, you will be running on stress, in a stress mode, and that will cause you to want to eat crap. You'll say, oh, you're stressed and it's making you eat like shit. That's what stress is going to do to you. There is a cortisol element and you will retain belly fat for sure if you're stressed. But beyond that, your sleep deprivation when you're stressed, you're running on empty a lot of the time. You're worried, you're anxious, you're miserable. All of these different things will cause you to eat things that satisfy you there and then. Convenience foods. Smoking too much. Drinking too much, all the stuff that's just easy. So stress is a massive one. And whenever you go through periods of stress, you could quite easily fall into that old pattern again. So you need to navigate your stress. So eating on plan, managing stress. I'm not saying you can't avoid stress, but managing it, you can. My top 5 tips to manage stress would be you need to move. You actually need to move your body. Yoga, Pilates, something that's movement, but still and slow enough to let you concentrate on just now. You're not thinking about, if you go out running, you're thinking about the traffic. Because of the speed of it, it's so your brain's thinking. You can't just be completely in the now. Yoga and Pilates, arguably, you can. But it's amazing for you as well, in terms of your flexibility, mobility, all of the stuff that we already know. And in fact, next month is a yoga and Pilates month, which is amazing. Sleep is so important. And even if it's a wee nap through the day, you have to take a nap if you can. If you've got the option to just go and even lie down. A dark room, close the blinds, close the curtains, and just be. If you don't fall over, doesn't matter. It's a brain break. Make sure you've got all of your meal plan food in the fridge. Because if you've got a curveball, something happens, you've got Twixes and chocolate digestives in the house, you're going to go for them. So make sure you've got your food in the house, and in fact, don't buy the crap. But your kids and stuff might eat it. I get it. So you've got your section of the fridge. But if you can get away with it, don't buy the crap. Another thing would be get in nature. So important. Preferably if you're walking. But you might be paddle boarding. Like, I've seen a lot of that lately because the weather's been amazing. You might be out in the forest. You might be on the beach. But you're out in nature. That, in terms of stress, that just, your immune system goes, almost grinds to a beautiful, silent halt. You give your adrenals time to recover and relax and go, thank God. So you need to get out in nature. And the fifth one would be your company. Your company can give you stress. People can give you stress. This might be your company. That is the biggest stressor of all. So think about what you've got around you, who you're listening to, what your influences are. Are you reading? If not, no, you're probably scrolling. Stop doom scrolling. Stop paying attention to everybody else's business. That would be a great start. In fact, apart from feel it be, come off of social media for a while. Come off of it. I see people scrolling all day. I go to Costa. So I see. Mind numb. That is a doom scroll. That's black. Stop that and focus on learning something, reading something, getting out in nature, creating something, build something, do something. You can start learning. What about like learn a language or something? If you go to Spain a lot on your holidays, learn Spanish. Learn something. Learn about AI. Get on the internet, YouTube the shit out of stuff. Get on ChatGPT, learn stuff. If you're not learning, you're stuck. So that's stress. So breaking the patterns, but replacing them with something else. Thinking about stress. The GLP-1s, massive subject area. And if you're tempted, I'm not saying anything is right and wrong. Listen, I'm not here to judge you. I'm really not. But unless you've got the fundamentals, you're going to gain all your weight back again. I promise you that. I don't wish that for you. I just know that to be the case. Worse than that, you might develop some sort of, further down the line, some sort of health problem. I also don't want that for you. Get the basics right. And the bigger thing that I want to talk to you about is doing this for too short a period of time. I'm just going to hold my stare right now. Because if your belly keeps coming back, if you're blaming it on the menopause and your hormones and him and your job, you're just constantly looking for an excuse. You're a grown woman. You're a beautiful, only one of you women. There's only one of you in this world. You're that special. You've got your own mind and your own choices. And yet you still look for excuses. And if you're that way inclined, you might always look for an excuse. But if you genuinely want to change, and a lot of you will be pissed off and miserable and deflated and fat, and if you genuinely want to change, you will. You'll make it your business to change. But for God's sake, stop blaming everybody else, will you? It's no their fault. It's your fault. Because you've got all the tools here now. It's dead easy to lose 3 stone if you've got it to lose. Couldn't it be easier, actually? And you're eating 3 meals a day. That's no difficult. It's no difficult to walk. Just say to you, I'm in the best shape, barely trained, literally barely trained, just stuck to the plan. I said to somebody the other day, one of the best things I done last year was buy a bike, an indoor bike. Honestly, that's kick-started my metabolism so much that I think it just helps my body stay tight and toned even when I'm not like training in the gym all the time. Used to be in the gym like sometimes twice a day. Don't need to do that now and I'm in better shape because I'm doing all the things I'm asking you to do. And you can as well, and it's just a choice. I was talking to a client today about books and reading everything, and actually this was gifted to me by one of you. It's called Healing is the New High by Vex King. It's one of my favourite books. And I suggested she maybe read this again. It's a great book. But so is The Magic. The Magic is one of my favourite books. I've got the whole series, so the Secret series. So this is The Hero, The Secret, that you've all heard about, The Power. I think that's 2 secrets, The Secret. And The Magic is behind me somewhere. 2 or 3 copies, actually. The Magic is great, but they're all great. Pick up a book and immerse yourself in the manifestation of what it is you want to see, feel, and be. What is it? And if you want it that much and that badly, you will make it happen. If you interrupt the patterns. And if you don't, this will be another short-term fix. And you'll go through the rest of your life fat, not quite so fat, fatter, lost 6 pounds the whole time, and you'll be miserable. Because when you're fat, you're miserable. And that's what you tell me. You tell me that. I feel miserable. I feel terrible about myself. I'm not sexy. I feel ugly. No confidence. I don't go out. We're intense. Like, you tell me all these. These are your words. Doesn't need to be like that. It doesn't. I went through a fat phase. I look back on some of my lives. I think, was that fat? And people go to me, stop being stupid. You weren't fat. Now, I had a couple of nose jobs, but I had one in particular over the last few years, and I think maybe it was swelling. Maybe it was puffiness. I mean, I think it was a bit of that, but I was pretty hefty. It's not until I look back and I see some of them online. You'll see some of them when you're in the archives. Well, Normal Lifestyle girls will, because they've got access to everything I've done. You must think, look at her. So I've went through a fat phase as well. And it's totally normal. It's okay. You're wrong for it. But if you're genuinely unhappy, stop making excuses and get on. Move your arse. Get up, get on with it and stick to the plan. And bigger than that, go long game. Get yourself signed up for that 3 months and don't let it be slip through your fingers, because when it's not here anymore, you'll think, I should have done that. Yeah, you should have. You should have stuck to it. There isn't any more support that anybody's going to be able to give you. So you need to take advantage of it now and maximise it. Never miss an opportunity. Never. Okay. Lots of love to you. I will see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Okay? See you soon. To love.